The direction of the U.S. economy befuddling the experts again and rattling investors in a huge way as the latest consumer price index data finds inflation in August was mostly unchanged, despite the Fed's actions to cool soaring prices. Inflation up 8.3%.
This is a disappointing report. Despite 5 interest rate hikes from the Federal Reserve this year, inflation remains stubbornly, persistently high. Let's review those numbers one more time. So remember, what we're talking about here are prices that consumers pay for goods and services, up 8.2% year over year. On a month-over-month basis, up 0.4%. We are seeing higher prices for just about everything right now, Diane.
Real back-to-back quarters of declining growth. Will we see that?
We think so. That is our base case, that the United States is going to enter a recession probably in the third or fourth quarter of next year.
I don't really have time to work a job, so I have tried to make money over breaks and then use that money as a buffer, and with inflation prices, trying to cut down on portion sizes and certain items to avoid running out my balance. Basically, wherever the discounts go, I go.
Meet Trey, a 22-year-old full-time student who purchases his own groceries. He is considered the loyal and cheap customer. He has a list of what he needs and chooses the product based on the loyalty program or cost. He will compare the price and product of the name brand versus the price and product of the store brand. This includes buying in quantities if there's a sale of 4 for $5 or 2 for $7. An effective marketing technique for Trey would be sales promotion signs at the end of aisles and at the front of the store.
What draws you to pick certain items while you're grocery shopping?
So while I was shopping, I was definitely looking for sales. I always like to buy things on sale, so at Ingles, they put up these big yellow sale tags, and they kind of draw your eyes to the sale items. And I always try to buy things that are, on sale with those items.
Meet Michael, a 21-year-old full-time college student. He is responsible for buying his own groceries while he is at school. He is considered the advantage shopper.
One of the main reasons I go to Ingles is because of the Ingles Advantage card. So all those yellow sales I was talking about earlier only apply to Ingles Advantage card. They're like Ingles Advantage savings. So whenever I go there, I always use my Ingles card just because it always saves me money and gets me points that can be used on gas at Ingles gas stations and stuff like that.
Since he's at school, he looks for the items that are on sale and again labeled with the yellow sticker. At the end of his purchase, you can see at the bottom all of the savings that he has collected.
Meet Georgia, 20 years old with a credit card for groceries from her parents. She is an impulse buyer. She operates on pure impulse when she is grocery shopping. She prefers to grab whatever she thinks looks cool with little amount of forethought. She does not take time to compare prices or check for sales while she shops. She sees it, she likes it, she wants it, she buys it. She is easily swayed by bright, pretty colors and has never made a grocery list. Effective techniques for marketing to Georgia include decorative aisle caps, point of purchase products, and streamlined checkout lanes.
is Taylor Craig. Today, I went to Harris Teeter for a quick shopping trip for snacks and a bottle of wine. I first headed over toward the wine section and immediately noticed that the wine I like was on sale, so I bought that brand instead of venturing out. Next, I headed for the snacks section, where I specifically bought the double stuffed Oreos over the regular ones because they were also on sale. I then headed over to the produce section. Although my favorite apples are the Honeycrisp, I chose to buy the Gala apples due to the $3 price difference. As a college student, I try to save money when I can, especially when it has that big of a price difference. It also helps that I have a Harris Teeter Vit card, so I can save even more money when shopping at this particular grocery store. I would have browsed around more, however the store was quite busy, so I wanted to leave with what I came to get rather than walking down the aisles looking at new products to buy. Thanks for coming with me today as I shop for a fun night with friends.
Can you tell me about a product that you buy that you have seen being subject to inflation?
So I eat a lot of Pringles, and I've noticed that they went up from $1.46 to $1.96.
Meet Trent. He is considered the pickup artist shopper. He chooses his desired grocery store by going online to their website. He then sits at his apartment and goes on his computer and logs into his account. He browses the website to see all the coupons and sales that the store is having. He then goes through his shopping list and adds items to his cart. Other products will pop up from time to time and catch his eye. After completing his shopping, he pays for the groceries and then heads to Food Lion. He'll park in a Food Lion to go spot. Shortly thereafter, an employee will come out with his groceries. An effective marketing technique for Trent would be loyalty program sales, a smooth website, and parking lot clarity.
Doing it on my phone, and especially because they have like a little it's like buy again tab, so I can see everything I've bought the past like couple months or something, and I can like start creating my cart. And that is a lot more efficient for me because it takes a lot less time, and I can just like especially if I'm in between classes, I can just go on there, figure out what I'm gonna do, figure out what I'm gonna get and everything, submit it, and then by the time I get out of class, it's ready. I can go pick it up, and it's just so much easier and quicker.
Meet Reagan, a local student that pays for his own groceries. Reagan goes to one store for the main bulk of groceries he wants to purchase. He buys his own, so he has a certain purchasing limit each week. He likes his grocery store because he knows it well. He is easily able to navigate around the store for his meat products, eggs, dairy, and produce. However, when Reagan needs certain items that are not perishable, his main grocery store does not have some of his preferred brands. He then heads across the street to a local convenience store that carries his snacks and non-perishable items for a cheaper price. He is a traveling consumer that likes a better price for bulk items from smaller stores. He is not always loyal to his favorite store if they do not have the best prices.
The best marketing strategies for consumers such as myself is the location convenience, promotions that encourage buying in bulk, and a student discount option.
Usually it was more convenient just to run to Publix, get it all in one place, because they had the student discount and prices were about the same. Prices have increased, so I don't feel like spending an increased amount at Publix for bread. but it's cheaper at Ingles, maybe a different name brand. So it's a little less convenient, but I will break my grocery runs up into 2 separate places to kind of make sure I'm spending this.
Basic cost of living in general has increased. That goes for rent, groceries, like we said, gas it's going back down. But in general, it's definitely getting a little bit more tedious and harder to budget on a strict budget. Again, being a student, it's hard taking out loans at the beginning of the year, trying to find out how much I need for groceries, for travel, or anything like that.
I mean, I know things have to go up, but like sometimes it's like, okay, that's a lot. So especially for like college students, I feel like we kind of get the worst of it. You know, groceries, like simple things that we're used to spending our money on, goes up so much with inflation. Then like, how are we supposed to like pay for it? How are we supposed to buy our, you know, normal like basic necessities if we can't afford it? So it's just kind of like, inflation's rough. When I'm you know, here at school, I have to, like I said, like I have to really pay attention to mainly groceries. I think is my biggest concern, because I mean the rest of my other stuff hasn't really gone up. I mean, I have like all my other bills that I'm responsible for hasn't really changed with inflation. So I mean, I don't really have to worry about those. But I mean, my grocery bill definitely is a big concern. Everything, I still have to keep what I'm buying in mind and keep, you know, how much money I'm spending in mind. So I mean, it definitely, I can't just kind of go blow money.
Meet Kate. She goes to her preferred grocery store and starts shopping without any real direction and walks through the entire store. She has a list of things that she needs, but picks up additional items while walking around the store. Even though she is picking up items not included in her list, she is choosing brands she knows she likes and is selecting items that appeal to her based on things she has on her list. She is willing to try different variations of brands she prefers, but she is a brand loyal consumer. She likes to take her time shopping and looking around without any consideration of the amount of time she's spending. The most effective marketing strategies for Kate would be cross-merchandising strategies, sales promotions on common household items such as detergents, paper towels, and things like that, and as well as loyalty rewards programs.
I try to spend the least amount of money I can at the grocery store so I can use it on other stuff. If there's a deal, I'll always go for the deal.
Meet Eric, a 20-year-old full-time student with a full-time job. He is a mission-driven shopper. He has a detailed list that he rarely strays from. He wants his grocery shopping to be 3 things: fast, easy, and fulfilling. He has a particular strategy for how he walks through the store already planned. No need to read labels or check for sales because he already checked the prices online. Effective marketing techniques for Eric include curbside pickup, clear store layouts, and cross-merchandising sales strategies.
Meet David, a 22-year-old vegan working a minimum wage job to get by. He is a bargain hunter. He is motivated by sales and deals. His shopping strategy involves looking over prices carefully and buying items solely based on the price. He has unlimited resources and cares very little about the quality of the items he is purchasing. He is there only to satisfy his culinary needs. Effective marketing techniques for David include anchoring, predictable sales schedules, and loyalty rewards points.
Kind of keeping track of my money more, I guess. Or trying to at least. Like, I try not to buy expensive groceries all the time, and I try to find, I always get the sale stuff and stuff like that.
When I go grocery shopping, I usually have a recipe or something and kind of plan a meal that is good for meal prep, and that will last me throughout the week just to save money and not have to keep buying food. How has inflation affected your dining out habits?
It's affected me greatly ever since August. I'm not sure why. I could just go out and buy my own groceries. But at the same time, I just have that quick thought of, I can just get this real quick. It only costs me $10, $5. It depends on what kind of fast food I go to. But I would say it's really bad for me right now.
If I go out to eat and stuff, and I just know that all that is gone sky high. It'd be $6.50 for a drink. Now it's $8.
I used to eat out a lot with my friends, and now we try to limit it to at least once a week or even once a month.
The common denominator between all these shoppers is they are students attending Appalachian State University. With over 20,000 students enrolled for fall of 2022, that represents a significant amount of buying power in Boone. Analyzing the needs of the student population will allow grocery stores to more effectively market to this population and ultimately win over their resources. Each student has a unique level of resources and values unique experiences when they are shopping.
There's not a single grocery store that has the best price that I've noticed, but some are a little lower. Breads, pastas, go to Ingles. If you want drinks, go to Walmart.
I'm 22 years old and a full-time student, so I'm paying for my own groceries and I pay for my own gas. So I have to be smart about where I'm spending my money because, the last thing I want to do is look at my bank statement and not have any money to go out and do fun things, with my friends or be able to go grocery shopping next week or anything like that. I did not really find myself having to be as careful about what I'm buying last year. My wallet's feeling a bit lighter, and it's not because I've been eating more or doing more necessarily, so I haven't changed my habits too much this year, but I am really paying attention to, the changing prices and what I'm buying at the grocery store because of it.
It's a lot of my breakfast foods. I'll eat yogurt in the morning, so that's typically buy one get one free. I'll also look to see if some of my pasta or my sauces or anything like that, it's usually $1 or $2 off.
Juggling their busy class schedule, extracurriculars, and still finding time for friends and family, it can be a hassle to be a tedious grocery shopper.
I have seen a little bit of difficulty when it comes down to going out with friends on weekends or even weekdays sometimes. It's you kind of have to watch your spending more and maybe you have to sacrifice a few other meals during the week just to go out spontaneously.
Students in Boone, North Carolina are becoming more diligent to find price breaks and are spending more time to cross-match prices just to keep that extra dollar in their wallets.